Vance from Vance Refrigeration and may have made love to him in the bathroom. One of the founding members of the party planning committee, Phyllis Smith, is here. When we last saw him, he was being dragged off to prison for crimes he committed when he was a member of the band The Grassroots. Please welcome to the stage, Creed Bratton. If you trust this man with your accounting, you will never have to say, "I declare bankruptcy!" The only man on this stage to have ever kissed Michael Scott on the lips, Oscar Nunez! It's getting very sexy up front. Known for making the best chili, it's probably the best thing that he does. The inventor of the Clevin. Nope, it's not Ashton Kutcher. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Baumgartner. And finally, this man was once shot with a tranquilizer dart, wrapped in saran wrap, and thrown down a flight of stairs, but he still made the sale. He's the man who doesn't stutter, Leslie David Baker! Give it up for the cast of The Office, guys. Come on. Now, so many incredible moments happened on this show in the 188 episodes. 188 episodes of this show. We're going to just go down the list here. What is the moment from the show that plays over and over in your mind? Let's start with Leslie. What is the moment from the show that continues to play over and over in your mind?
Me getting jabbed with a dart and falling face first. So that was a fun one. And rolling across in bubble wrap and sliding downstairs. And yeah, so that's memorable.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Hi, guys. This is awesome. I think the moment that plays a series of moments, it was a great ensemble moment, was when in Stress Relief with the fake fire drill. But I think for me personally, thanks to, I'm sure many of you, Kevin spilling the chili is
so good and so painful. What about you, Oscar?
First of all, thank you. This is overwhelming to see so many people here. This is crazy. For me, it was, I think we were in the middle of the second or third week, and this is kind of a little bit behind the scenes. You get to see how the sausage is made, and I was in my dressing room, and
You said sausage.
we were just getting to know, don't encourage him. We were just getting to know each other, and Baumgartner walks in, and he's got an 8-ball of cocaine. And I'm like, this is cool, this is gonna be, and then Creed walks in, and we partied, and children, I don't recommend drugs, but if it's, I'm kidding. Or am I? I was, you know what, when Steve, the last week that Steve Carell was there, when Will Ferrell was there overlapping, it was a very emotional week. And I just feel so lucky to have been on that show, and this is overwhelming. Looking at there's a lot of you guys from here to that wall. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, Creed Brett.
It's the Creed cult. First of all, I want to thank everyone out there now that's part of the Creed cult.
Oh my God! What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Are you kidding me? Kate Flannery, straight over from Dancing with the Stars, ladies and gentlemen. Came over here to dance with us. How's the dancing going?
None of your business. How are you? Came to talk about The Office, not me. What's up, you guys?
Creed was talking.
Creed was talking, Kate.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway, I want to thank all the people involved in my Creed cult. The ones where they made more money as a leader, but had more fun as a follower, type of thing. I know that a lot of you have little alcoves with my picture and you're burning sage and stuff. And to the people who are sacrificing small animals, stop doing this. You know, I appreciate the sentiment, but just stop. Okay, thank you.
Cancel the animal sacrifice.
Oh, the question. My favorite part of the memories. My favorite memory is every day when the PA would come to me and say, "It's time for your nap."
That's a true story, too. Let's see. For me, hi, y'all. Unbelievable. Bob, are you out there? Is Bob Vince? I haven't seen him recently. He's in the restroom. Okay. Anyway, let's see. The one personally for me when I was waterboarded by Dwight. 40 Shades of Grey. Yeah, I like that. And then, as an ensemble, when Creed sang his song in the last episode, that was heart-wrenching.
They told me I was very moving. I was wearing earbuds. I was listening to Coldplay. But I understand. Kate?
What's happening?
Kate, what is the one moment from the show that rings in your head more than anything else? Like a favorite memory?
Being topless and Casual Friday. That's such a lie. I try to forget that, but you know, Michael's last Dundee's, when Michael proposes to Holly and the sprinkler system goes off. There's so many great moments. I can't pick one. I lose. Sorry, guys.
One of the most wonderful things about The Office is the storylines that take up 3-4 seasons. I mean, and it's such a great loop to get stuck in, because sometimes you start watching a little bit of the first season, you're like, I gotta wait till Jim and Pam fall in love. I gotta wait for the proposal, and so you watch all of that, and then you finish that, and you're like, oh, now I just want to watch Carell fall in love. Let's watch that. And then you want to watch Angela and Dwight get married. Like, it had so many great loops to it. Is there a storyline of yours that you guys loved when you got the script? You're like, this is the moment for me.
Casual Friday, yes. Sorry, somebody answer that for real. I'm exhausted from dancing. Thanks.
That's right. Thank you for mentioning the proposal. Sandra and Bullock and I were lovers for a period of about... Wow. Go ahead, Brian. You were going to say something.
Said we got a chance to go down to pretend we were in Florida. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
I think for me, in terms of storylines, it's not all that PC, but a lot about the show wasn't when Holly thought Kevin was slow.
Wow.
So fun.
So good. So good.
Yeah. I'm totally gonna bang Holly.
parking lot, and she's like, "You drive?" And you're like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You're so brave." From the store.
So good.
Brian, what a moment of yours that I've always been a fan with, and it's a moment that rings around in my head a lot and in my heart, is there's a moment where you get your parking space back, and you say, it's nice to just have a win sometimes. And I don't know why it is, but it crushes me every time I watch it. And something I love about you guys is like everyone got a chance to show like their dramatic side of their work on the show at one point or another. You guys all found that.
I think I do think what is enduring about the show is it is a bunch of idiots doing really idiotic things, but there's also, the writers wrote great humanity and gave all of us moments to just finally win one. So when the unexpected guy does something, even the smallest of things, I think it has a bigger impact and resonates.
Yeah, totally. Now, here's the thing. We got, this is a short panel, so we only have about 15 minutes left to this panel. So here's what we're gonna do. There are two people out in the audience, Sarah Salthouse, who works on the nighttime show, as well as Emmy-nominated writer Mike Glazer.
Hello,
They're both gonna take your questions. Let me see, where are you? There's Mike Glazer over there. Where's Sarah? Where's Sarah Salthouse? Sarah? Sarah's over there. Okay, so if you have a question, get it to Mike. Let's and make them smart questions. Make them good questions.
Yes, don't be stupid.
Come up here. Yeah, don't be an idiot. Come up here, right here. Come on, my man, grab my hand. There you go. Dwight's here. Okay, good.
Dwight's here. So are you guys surprised how The Office and Matches is so gained popularity with the Netflix? Because I know a lot of people today are still watching The Office and they're still quoting the lines. How do you guys feel about that?
Brian didn't believe in us. He always thought that we wouldn't make it. I'm like, dude, it's gonna happen. We're gonna happen. And he's like, no, it's horrible. I'm like, no, it's not, Brian. Stick with it. And here we are.
No, I'm always freaked out by the fact that people just watch our show and just leave it on all the time. And it's fun. And thank you for falling asleep to us every night. We appreciate it.
We've had two couples come up to us and say that during labor they've had this show on a loop. This is true. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Sarah, you got one?
Whatever happened to Creed after he got arrested?
It's a good question. What happened, Creed?
He got an attorney, a female attorney. He had an affair with her. He got out of jail, did some stuff, the various things in Wilkes-Barre, got arrested again. They didn't want him. So as far as I know, he's still out on the lam.
All right, Glazer, you got a question?
Leslie, I was wondering where you summoned all of your rage to go after Ryan when he was supposedly
Oh, yeah. Leslie, that was terrifying when you went after Ryan on the show.
In the script that Mindy Kaling had written, it got to a part and it just said, and Stanley rants.
Oh my God.
So, she just allowed me to come up with some stuff. And she said, I don't know what you're going to say, but let's just play with it. And then the first few times we did that, he fell in the floor, she fell in the floor, and we finally got, the boy have you lost your mind sequence.
Oh my God. Sarah, you got a question? Where are you, Sarah?
Right over here.
All right.
Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you for coming in. I love your show. Everyone else loves it too. Look at all this big crowd.
This is amazing.
It's my first time here. I came for you guys, and I want to ask, is Toby the Scranton Strangler?
Oh no!
That's your answer.
Oh no! Oh no!
If we tell you, we have to kill you. I mean, we gotta leave it vague, right? I think.
All right, Mike Glazer's got one. Who do you got, buddy?
Hi, I wanted to know if any of you stunning cast members had a story where somebody improv something and it was absolutely hilarious, so we all kept it in.
That's a good question. Improv, any improv that sticks out to you?
You mean we're supposed to? I mean, Steve.
Yeah. Oh.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, that was happening all the time. So there was a lot. I think the one that the gentleman to my left can talk to, which has kind of become the most famous one, was Steve. It was not in the script for Steve to kiss Oscar.
They were trying to
He did it 3 times. He hugged me, and then the 4th time he kissed me.
Tongue.
And yes, Creed with tongue. Okay. And he did it because the scene was flat. Nothing was happening. Kissing someone is a little weird, but it's kind of okay. So Carell made it an inappropriate, classic office scene. And I almost laughed, but I didn't, and we were able to use the first and only take, and that's why it looked so good, because everyone was genuinely shocked.
Oh my God! But you know, I always heard this, and maybe you guys can help with a piece of trivia here. But I heard that Robert California, that that character, that when he would be on set, he would be improvising a lot, but his improvising skills were like really weird. Like he just did a lot of weird stuff. Is that true? Like as far as like his improv, like he just said a lot of weird stuff. Is that kind of true, or is that not really true?
Dude, if you want to know about James
Put us in a
Spader,
position to talk about other.
No, I just mean it's.
no, just go watch any of James Spader's movies. Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Start there.
Whoa, Spader.
The secretary.
Robert California.
All right, Sarah Salthouse, where are ya? There she is. All right, what question you got?
I have a question for Kate.
Yes,
Did you actually shave your head with the lice episode?
I did not. I'm sorry to disappoint you all. I did most of my own stunts, but I did not let my hair set on fire, and I didn't shave. But we had the best bald cap dude in the business, so I'm
Did you
sorry.
get hit by the car?
I did my own stunt. I hit the glass and fell off the car. That's why I'm on Dancing with the Stars.
You better believe it. All right, Mike Glazer, what do you got?
Hi, Leslie.
Makes no sense.
I have a question, Leslie. The deleted scene from The Office where Stanley drops his art, Japanese art, the hentai. Did you know what that was in the beginning?
The Japanese. What? Repeat the question.
So Stanley, in the deleted scene of The Office where he drops his art, the hentai.
Oh, it's hentai. You dropped some hentai out of a...
Did you know what it was in the beginning? How did you react?
Did I know what it was?
The chicken?
I knew what it was. It was from the Kama Sutra. I know what the Kama Sutra is.
Yeah.
I got a copy. 2 of them.
All right, Sarah, what do you got? Sarah, what do you got?
Hi, one of the other popular theories along the Strangler was that if Kevin was really stealing money from Dunder Mifflin. Was he really?
Yeah, I've heard this internet rumor that Kevin was actually a genius. Like much on the internet, I don't think that that's true.
All right, Glazer, we got time for just a few more. Okay. Go for it.
All right, so this is for Creed.
Oh my God, how old is this kid?
12.
12 years old!
Wow. Have you seen the sexual harassment episode? You have terrible parents.
Well, show for me for like a month before I was allowed to watch it after.
Wow.
Yeah. So in season 9, when it's Halloween and the new people are like, oh, I didn't know that we dressed up on Halloween. It was like, me too. And there was all this blood on the shirt.
Yes.
What do you think that came? Where do you think that came from?
I
Was it like
was-
an animal or a person?
I was working at a slaughter factory. And I don't mean animals.
Oh my God.
It's a very dark subject,
Where do
my
you
character.
think it came from when you saw it?
Wait, let him answer the question. Where did you think it came from?
I mean, my best guess was that he was like trying to steal something because that's something he usually does.
Stealing blood, he stole
And what
blood.
happened?
And then,
Go
like,
on.
From a blood bank?
Like he accidentally like attacked someone who was trying to stop him.
With what?
You know, it's not far off. He did actually steal blood
That's
from
right.
the blood.
That's right, we did.
My blood bag exploded.
What kind of a monster
This
are you, child?
literally, this is the reboot right here. This right here, this is the reboot. This will be the
This
next
is
step.
it.
I thought he hit a deer. Maybe he hit a deer with his car. And had to
hit
pull
a
it off
deer?
his fender and drag it into the farm. It's better than a child saying he attacked someone with an axe.
I love it. Sarah,
he's not old enough
you got
for the
one
show.
for us over there?
Yeah, we got one.
When you guys sang 9,986,000 minutes, was that Steve's real reaction?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's in the moment, man.
Yes.
Seriously, he did that with the Office Olympics too. He cried like a baby during the closing ceremonies.
You
We had
guys,
no
did he
idea
know
he was
we
going
were-
to do that.
Kate, did he know
Crazy.
we were going to sing that?
No. Nope.
He did.
He did it.
Nope.
Extraordinary. Mr. Glazer, what do you got over there?
Right here, hold on.
So this one's for Leslie. In a lot of the scenes where you're raging or doing something, was it really hard to keep a straight face? Because I know it looks like you're super mad.
I have
Was it hard to keep a straight face?
so many bite marks on the back of my tongue on both sides. Yes, it was difficult at times to keep a straight face. Very.
I love that. Sarah, you got one?
Yeah, we got a young fan.
How old? How old?
10.
10!
Oh my God.
My dad likes putting on the office a lot, okay?
Yeah,
I have a
great
question
taste.
for
Where's
I have
the
a
kid?
question for Kevin.
Okay.
What happened to your chili that you spilled on the ground?
It was not eaten. Very, very long story short, they had 3 gigantic pieces of carpet to place over the carpet that existed, and before the day, they said we can do this only 3 times because we only have 3 pieces of carpet, and Daddy got it in 1 take.
All right, Glazer, we got time for one more
That's how good
question.
that is.
Spills the beans.
He calls himself
Make
Daddy.
it good.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just have a question. What do you guys think happened with your characters?
That's a great question. So what do you think happened with your characters at the end of the show, after the show?
Well, supposedly mine went to Florida to carve wooden ducks, so I'm sure he's bored with that by now and probably doing something else.
And Meredith was stayed at Dunder Mifflin, and I'm sure partied with her son after his strip jobs. I don't know.
I answered that one, so.
I mean, I hope that Kevin is in his bar somewhere, really happy and getting bought drinks.
Phyllis?
I think Bob and I are still selling out his refrigerators and going to the restroom and
Oh, yes, right.
As we wrap this thing up, I would love for each of you maybe to just say like a little impartial piece of wisdom, something you learned from working on this amazing show. Just toss something out here to this audience as we wrap up. Why don't we start with Phyllis down at the end?
I don't know. I have to tell you, every time Creed, this is not a piece of wisdom, but every time we had a new actor that would come to the set, Creed would go and start talking to him and start out on his stories that he tells, and Leslie and I would look at each other and go, fresh meat.
What can I say to you? Okay, when I'm out performing my songs and stuff to the public, I had a fan come up, and this is what I don't want you people to do. She came to me and said, "Look, I love the show so much." She pulled her lower lip down, and she had Dunder Mifflin tattooed on her lip. So please, I know you love us, but don't do that.
That's funny you should say that because I disagree completely. I think you should all go out and get tattooed on the lower lip because it's organic and wonderful. It was a great experience. I'm being serious. It was a great experience. We you know.
Are you speaking English?
What are you listening to? You guys, Creed was in a band called the Grassroots. Right? So he has flashbacks. He did drugs when they were really good, LSD, acid, as me in the 70s. But he did better drugs than I did, and we have flashbacks. I'll put myself here so you won't be alone. So this is what happens once in a while, especially when we do Q&As. Now can I do my question? Are you
Yes,
guys?
no,
Yes.
you can't, Bobby.
Oh my God. We all had great auditions. We got the show. We didn't know it was going to end up being this, but we're all very lucky. Oh, I know what I was going to say. it's a good show, all that blah, blah, blah. But we go to conventions. I started doing them because Flannery talked me into them. But I've been to a couple where some young people come up to me, young girls and young guys, and they're like 19, 20, and they come up and they say, I came out to my family this year because of you, because of your character. And I never expected that when we were going to do this. And that's really cool. That's a really, really cool thing. Anyway.
I came out because of you, so thank you for that.
His wife is livid still while he came out.
I think it was, I mean, you talked about it's nice to win one. Pam's last talking head in the show, and I'm going to paraphrase it probably badly, but it's about finding beauty in ordinary things. And I think that the show ultimately speaks to, in some ways, has a subversive voice that says, no matter, how small or how ordinary you appear to be, you have value, and it's nice to win one sometimes. And also what I learned was you can't eat cats, Kevin. You can't eat cats. And that really has stuck by me until today.
Can you eat? Never mind.
Wow.
I didn't say anything. I said
Family-friendly show.
nothing.
And beyond.
I said nothing.
Subject.
I said nothing.
Eat the broccoli? That's so great. Leslie, what about you?
I have nothing. No, we had a good 9-year run. Thanks to you, the show has got a new set of legs, new longevity. If you're thinking about a Christmas special, right, NBC. Ask us nothing because we can't do anything. It's up to you. Tell them what you want to see. Write letters. You've got laptops. Write down stuff. Tell them.
And I just want to say, if someone asks you to take off your top and to sing with Steve Carell, say yes. Okay, I have one thing to ask you guys. Can I ask you a favor? Little call and response. When I say Dunder, you say Mifflin Dunder. Dunder.